Hello, all my beautiful Sagittarius friends. Welcome to your July 16th through 31st reading for 2020. Many blessings to you all. Here we are, a little bit over halfway through the year, working our way to the end of this, we'll just say, very unusual year. And hope that we can come through this with the changes that were necessary and allow ourselves to move forward. So let's see what this reading has to hold. This is a collective reading for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. That means if you'd like a private reading, please visit my website, royalmystic.com. I'll be more than happy to assist you once you schedule your appointment. So with that being said, let's move into our reading. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirits, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light which they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as always, and we welcome this blessed reading. Thank you so much, Divine. So these two kind of scooted out. You saw me handily grab them with my pincher fingers. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, beautiful energy of investment and your investment being well tended. Three of Wands, moving forward. Four of Wands, finding your after you move forward, that means it's going to come out in a good way, because this means settled and good communication. So a nice grounded energy there with that Four of Rods. And we go into the Nine of Swords. So this is your core of the reading. We'll go into relationships, love life, and spiritual life. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Chariot. That's a really great energy. And career and finance, we start off with the Star card. Not too shabby, Saggies. We have the Eight of Swords. Of course, we're going to worry about it a little. Even when it goes good, we have to stop and have a moment. We have the Knight of Pentacles, showing that the money is coming through here. This is the courier. So, Two of Rods is showing up in our underlying energy. It's the bottom card of the deck. And the Two of Rods is the energy of being in a place of having the decision pending, and knowing that no matter what your road or however it moves for you, it allows you to come out at the same place at the end. So you have the option of choosing what you want and still coming out in the right direction. So very strong energy for that, and we like that as our underlier because it means there's really no wrong decision to be made. And the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is the energy of allowing the universe to help you with the propagation of whatever it is you've invested your time and energy into. And this is showing that it is bearing fruit. So the fruit is ripening on the vine. This is where we have to just be patient. It's like watching a pot of water boil. We have to be in a place of allowing and knowing that it is well tended. We have the Three of Wands, which is the energy of taking hold of a new direction or a new plan or a new job, leaving behind what no longer serves you and moving on in a new way. Anytime you see the backs of them in the cards, that means they're going forward. This is a process of moving forward. And we have the Four of Wands. This is grounded, solid energy, good communication, and solid foundation. It can mean also solid family foundation. We have the Nine of Swords, which is having a little bit of an anxiety thing. Did I do the right thing, or am I doing the right thing? Is it all going to happen at the right time? This is overthinking it here in the overanalysis paralysis in the career and finance, but this is overthinking it in the area of letting it alarm you. So this is taking all the choices and then freaking out about whether or not you made the right one. Remember, no wrong choices. But this is the whole thing, is you make the choice and then because that's what he's doing. He's picking that up and leaving behind what no longer serves him. Freaking out after the choice is made. So the thing is, if you can realize this and try to make it be your a notification rather than an alarm. Just like when you get the microwave goes off and tells you your food's done. If you've never heard a microwave before in your life, you'd wonder what the hell the alarm was about, right? And that's the whole thing, is just know this is a notification. Hey, you're about to step out of your box, or hey, a breakthrough is on the way. It's about to happen. So you get that nervous energy. Don't let it freak you out. Don't let it be a negative. Don't go automatically assuming that it's horrible, right? So you are in control of how this turns out for you in the energy, and that's how you draw what happens, is by what you react to. So, 9 of Pentacles, beautiful energy of the manifesting, beginning and continuing. This is the energy of the Garden of Eden. This is having the absolute energy of knowing that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Therefore, it shall be done. This is where we are become self-fulfilling prophecies here. So being in the sure energy that the universe is constantly conspiring and will provide exactly on time with exactly what you need every single time. When you do that, you manifest that to continue to happen. Now, the reason you're going to need to keep beating that drum is because you've got a little bit of a delay or some kind of something not, you don't see it yet. Okay, so when this happens, it's manifesting behind the scenes, but it's not all the pieces are there, so it hasn't come into this dimension. So you can't visibly see it, even though you feel it. And that's the whole thing, is that's why this is setting your alarms off. It's like a seismic reader. You're feeling the vibration change, and then boom, here comes the Chariot. Love this energy. This is a big, big energy of a victory. The Chariot is being given an upgrade in life, being lifted up into a higher position, being brought to a place of having more, and feeling literally like royalty, feeling very much like you've come up out of this lower level into the promised land, or having that moment of feeling the victory that maybe long fought for. So we receive that beautiful energy. I usually say moving on up like George and Wheezy there. And then we have the Star card, which is the energy of an immense yes for your soul's desire from the universe. This is allowing you to move in your soul's path. Usually when it shows up the first card here in this career and finance, it means this is your soul's calling. Your occupation is your soul's calling. It doesn't mean you have to be a light worker. Doesn't mean that you have to be a psychic. It means that if you're a nurse, it's your path in life. You feel called to it. You don't care how bad it gets. You would not change it for the world. This is that kind of energy. So whatever it is that rings that bell for you, Saggies, it's showing up for you here. Now, sometimes when we get what we want, we start freaking out and going, we overwhelm ourselves with decisions that can't even be secured yet. So this is the energy of 8 of Swords, and that means no matter how many things are whirling around in your head, little bees in your bonnet, you have to stay focused in your spiritual sight, okay? Because even if you were to try to hold on to one of these and grab onto them, they're not fully developed yet, so they're not stable. So you don't want to try to hold that sword yet. It's not time to grab it. Now, it will come where you'll be able to hold on to one. If you're in a place where you just can't make a decision, make one. Make a decision, and then if that comes about, it'll change when it's supposed to. If it feels better to make a decision and then get it out of your mind, you can do that. You don't have to ignore it, but just don't let yourself chase all of these. Just make a decision and go, well, I like this if that happens, and so give me your first 2 plans. This and then this. If these 2 things don't come out, then we'll figure out the rest. But plan A, plan B. Okay? You have plan A and a contingency. And there is the Knight of Pentacles, beautiful energy coming in of the absolute, what has been, this energy here in the Garden of Eden energy, what is being provided for you, what has been put on the branch and ready for harvest coming up and is being nurtured until it's time. Here it is, showing up. It's harvested and it's coming to you. So that's where the holdup is. Got to let it ripen on the vine. So let's see what we have in our clarifiers, Saggy. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine, pure white light. Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Gods and Goddesses, thank you so much for being present here to allow all my Sagittarius friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you so much, Divine, for this beautiful guidance, and we welcome this blessed reading. Thank you for your energy. 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords. You got 3 of Swords on top of the 3 of Rods. The 5 of Rods is on top of the 4 of Rods. The 2 of Swords. Resurrection with the Judgment card. The Lovers is the Gemini Major Arcana. This Chariot is Cancer Major Arcana. You have walking away from what no longer serves you. The 7 of Swords here. The 6 of Pentacles on the Star card. Strength card on top of the 8 of Swords. And the Hanged Man on top of the the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the contract. This is something, it's either a contract or some kind of binding document. It can be legal or you know, it may or may not need a notary, but it is official. So this is one of the extra bonus cards that comes in this little deck. The Hanson Roberts Tarot. It is the redesigned by Mary Hanson Roberts of the original Rider-Waite Tarot. And it comes in a little pack called Tarot to Go, if any of you are interested. It has a little book written by someone else. I just kind of pitched that. So it's got the old school way of reading that I don't identify with it. You can peruse it, figure out what you like. 7 of Pentacles, beautiful energy. It is fruit being propagated on the vine. It means it has made it to harvest. It is ripening right now. It is in full beautiful form. And there is the moment where the harvest is made. So you go from a 7 of Pentacles to the 8 of Cups, which means all things have been ticked off. You have gone through everything you need to and achieved what you need to, and it's time now to move on. In the spirit of moving on, these two people are both holding a rod and moving forward. Isn't that beautiful? And this is leaving behind what no longer serves you, right? You've learned the lesson, or you've gotten through that project and you're ready to go on forward. And you've got the 3 of Swords. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3rd time's the charm. Then we move into the 4 of Rods, which is solid foundation, good communication. This may be your family unit and or your work, if you get a new job, or if you're going back to work. You've got the 5 of Rods, which is a little bit of kerfuffle going on, and that may be part of the, not knowing what you're going to do with the kids or how everything's going to work, and then, we're kind of having that fluctuation of rising numbers again. So there's things in the air. There's a little bit of discrepancy, but nothing to lose sleep about, even though you are going to worry. And this is why you're getting this advance notice to let you know. Don't lose sleep over it. This is not something you need to freak out about or worry about or lose sleep or make yourself upset and anxiety riddled. The 9 of Swords is strictly your energy. You can stop from doing this. This is a panic attack waiting to happen if you don't do something about it. And this is telling you what you can do to stop this energy is to get into your spiritual mind. That's why she has a blindfold on, just like in that 8 of Swords. It's telling you again, the logic will not serve you. You must be in spiritual manifestation mode. So what you see in front of your eyes, you have to realize is temporary, and it's subject to change any second. The minute you change your energy, it changes with you. So we're going to change that energy and bring in and manifest something new and better. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles here. Now this is normally relationship, love life, and spiritual life, but we're really in the money issues right now. 9 of Pentacles is saying that you know for absolute certain the universe is constantly doing everything it can to bring you about on your feet, landing on your feet. And that is that moment where you start to manifest that actually happening because of your belief. Then you have a resurrection card, the Judgment card. This is a trumpet of resurrection, or the trumpet of revival, coming in to bring back the fluidity of either bringing in your cash flow or bringing in the abundance that you need in any other way, whether it's cash or abundance of health, abundance of family energy. Now we have, this is a restoration card, that judgment card. It can also mean receiving a good or decision or outcome. We have the Five of Pentacles, where you had to wait for a minute for it, but there's the Gemini Major Arcana, the Lovers. This is somebody might be reestablishing their relationship, or their, falling back in love, having a moment. Listen, if you're cooped up in COVID, it's real hard to navigate the nuances of relationships in the middle of this kind of stuff. So God bless everybody who's got to do that. I just have to put up with my dog and cat. Jack is my only trouble. And he's pretty good. So we have the Chariot, and the Chariot is coming next. So it means you have indeed scored a huge victory here. The Chariot is the energy of moving up and changing the status and being in a place of absolute bliss and happiness and overflow, leaving what no longer serves you, letting that go, moving forward. So this is moving on into the higher realm without taking any of the old garbage with you, which is always a blessing. Now we have the absolutely beautiful spiritual star card. We love the star card. This is the universe saying yes to your soul's mission, and bigger than that, getting paid for it. So those of you who are discovering that you're light workers or have been light workers, and you're establishing yourself, this is the energy of that paying off. And all of the others that I spoke about, that you feel like this is whatever your occupation is your calling in life. I mean, you could be writing books, you could be doing music. These are all these things you feel, these are creative energies that are healing and fulfilling on a deeper level because they are spiritually inclined. So this is also the Aquarius Major Arcana, that star card, and it does mean a soul awakening, feeling like you have an ascension happening, a lot of shifting energy in that divine light. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Now, when I had my moment of awakening, of course I had the Eight of Swords moment where I was just picking it to pieces and trying to make it logical. And I can promise you, no miracle and no spiritual experience is logical. None of them, ever. So you're never going to be able to pick it to pieces like that and make it 2 and 2 will not equal 4 in a spiritual experience. So you have to just let go of your need to have a hard logic on it. It's not going to happen. You have the Leo Major Arcana here coming in with the strength, and allow yourself, remember, you've got this message telling you, let the spiritual energy, you've got this message telling you, release and allow the spiritual energy. You have the big fat star card, which is the spiritual energy. So we're going to trust, okay? Then here comes the strength card. Is carrying you on to the goal, allowing you to achieve and receive this beautiful energy of the Knight of Pentacles. The Leo Major Arcana is the strength card, and it's bringing you the focus and protection for you to move down the path without having to worry about reaching your goal and being absconded on the way. This is allowing you to reach it without fail, with determination, loyalty, and fierceness. We have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is the very last card of the reading, and that means once you get all of this going and you're down the road of ways and if it's started to settle, you're going to see how it all played out. And that's telling you, look at all the moving pieces, look at the whole thing as a whole, not just a piece at a time. Sometimes we have to back away from the puzzle to see the picture, the bigger picture. So, Saggies, once again, you've chosen to go through the journey in one of the most amusing and amazing ways. You guys are just amazing. Your energies are amazing, and you guys always have like the most tried and true difficulty but you always prevail. So I always count on my Saggies to come through in the end. So your determination is just amazing. Many blessings to you all. Love, light, and abundance to you. You know I love me some Saggies, so love and light. I'll see you next time. Namaste.